Hi, welcome to Hirahore Talks YouTube channel. So this is Spiritual Monday. The question here is why Hindus have so many gods and goddesses? So India is a country where you can see unity in diversity. And for every 60 kilometers you will see people having different food, different dress, a different tradition within every 60 kilometers in India. As you know, India is the seventh largest country in landmass. So of course there is one ultimate god and all the names will lead to that ultimate god. The one who creates, who sustains, and who destroys. But we have different names for different gods, even though there is one ultimate god. Based on Dvaita philosophy, God is different and we are different. We are just souls, spirits, atmas, but God is super soul, the ultimate power, who governs everything. But based on Advaita philosophy, both we, all of us, and God, all are the same. There's no difference between the ultimate God and us. Even us, we can become God. So the secret of being God is being happy. Anando Brahma. The one who is happy is God. So the God gave human beings a mind which can learn, unlearn, relearn. But we human beings cannot create one more universe, right? That's why we are not gods. And even though we call the God with different names, the ultimate God is one who creates, sustains, destroys, and again recreates, and ensures the cycle to be repeated again and again. So why we are having different gods like Ganesha, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Annapurna, and all those things? So this is because the brain, the human brain, which is already been referred as a lot of people as a neck top, a supercomputer which is called as neck top. This neck top has an amazing software called human mind, right? So just see, say let's say we are having any obstacles, we are having any difficulties. So at that time we just pray Lord Ganesha. Vakatunda Mahakaya Koti Suvesvaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakayeshu Sarvada. So that mantra tells Lord Ganesha, just help me to overcome all the obstacles and blockages. Okay, so when again when you are facing the obstacles and challenges, we again tell the same mantra. The mind will program. If you tell that mantra, you will somehow manage to overcome the obstacles. You get enough confidence to overcome the obstacles. Every time you have an obstacle, every time you have a mental block, every time you are having a problem, you just tell that Ganesha mantra which I already told. So this will actually reiterates, reprograms the human mind and help you to face the problem in a different dimension so that you can solve the obstacles, you can solve the problem. Okay, so let's say you are going to study something, you are going to learn something, then you tell Saraswati Namastudyam Varadai Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhibodham Yasada. When you tell that mantra, your mind is programmed. After you tell the mantra, you will start studying. So you need to focus. So Saraswati mantra you tell so that your mind get programmed and you start learning. So every time before reading a book or anything, you just tell the Saraswati mantra. It will reiterate, reprogram the mind to start learning. Okay. So let's say you are having so much stress, you are not sleeping properly, and you are having a lot of health problems because of the financial race you are going through. So money. So at that time, before having food, you tell Annapurna mantra. Annapurne Sadapurne Shankarapana Vallabhe Jnana Vairagya Siddhartham Bhiksham Dehi Cha Parvati. So when you tell that mantra, your neck-top, your software, the mind, it settles down, it relaxes, and because of that, you will enjoy the food. When you enjoy the food, you will have proper digestion. When you have proper digestion, you will get energy. You know, right? Lot of problems we face because of hurry, burry, curry. So to prevent that, we can tell this Annapurna mantra. So just like this, for different things, we have different gods and different mantras. That reprograms the mind. That reprograms the nectar. So thereby, a particular mantra, you tell I do a particular work. So because of that, you will be reprogrammed again to do the particular work with more concentration, with more focus. Okay? So let's say there's one more mantra. Sarve janai sukhino bhavantu, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, na santu dukkha bhagavit. So this mantra tells, let all of us be happy, shall not have any health disorders. Let's all of us see good things and not become victim of sadness. So when you pray for not only ourselves but also everyone around us, then the negative emotions like jealousy, anger, hatredness, that will go off and will become clean. So because of the clean thought, because of the thought of praying for all of us or around us, so we will stimulate the healthy hormones in our brain, the endorphins, as you already know. So because of that, we feel more healthy, more relaxed, and we'll enjoy our life nicely. We'll enjoy our life nicely. Thank you. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and hit on bell notification. And please do comment below what do you like in this video. Do you agree to the fact that God is different and we are all different, or we are all gods? And is that true? By telling different mantras, we can program our mind different way. If you think yes, please do comment. Thank you.